Good morning, cyber traders, and good morning, YouTube members and Facebook for traders. Welcome back on this lovely Friday. I am excited. Yesterday was a phenomenal day, and it looks like we're having a nice little run this morning in pre-market. Good to see you, Brian, Lawrence, everyone, Chuck, everybody, Grant. Nice little run right now in this SPRB that we're trading. Let me just blow this up for you. You guys see a little bit better. So we had a really nice, I guess must have came out with earnings because seeing this big pop from literally $1.20 all the way up to here about $2. It's about an 80% move right there. And then sure enough, thing moved up about 45 minutes later. But nice little run right around 8 o'clock this morning in pre-market. You know, for some of you traders, this thing ran from $2.25 all the way to $3. What a really, really nice run. I'm just going to bring up level 4 really quick to show you right here. You can see some iceberg orders started showing up right around that 290, and you can see where the lines are right here. Basically, we're just following the money. You know, just follow it in pre-market. Pre-market, I feel, is a little bit easier to follow orders, even though a lot of program trading kicks in right around, you know, at 9:30. But you get a lot of those orders coming in because there are a lot of, I don't know, amateur traders out there are putting their trades in and saying, oh, you know what, I heard about the stock, I want to buy it. That letting their brokerage firms know that they're interested in buying it and already have these orders set up to execute at the open. So guess what? If I had an order and you emailed me and you called me, whatever it is, says, hey, you know, I want to buy SPRB and you got a market order, whatever it is, at 9:30, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to go into pre-market, buy it cheaper, and then I'm going to sell it to you for a profit. And in worst case scenario, so I already have a guarantee, you know, trade. That's what trading is all about. That's what we used to do. And for some of you, you want to know what's going on. But anyway, that stock is obviously, oh, look what happened. Big buyer showed up. See that right here? Look at that, 44,000 shares. Once that person showed up, look what just happened. Stock literally ran about 20 cents. You see that? You got to follow the money. Good trade. Good call out, guys. Glad you saw that. All right. So anyway, before we start going through the list and talk about some of these nice little runners that are going up, let's talk about yesterday because, you know, yesterday, if you were here yesterday morning, I was actually quite excited yesterday because I said, you know what, we're having a really good pre-market and I'm glad things are starting to pick up. So anyway, we had this AMTD that had a really, really nice move, ran from $1.80 all the way up to about $2.60. Oh, I hate when I do that. Oh man, I'll open up the window again. There we go. All right, so we had a couple of nice little winners. So AMTD, let me just bring this up here and just show you from yesterday. So that stock you could see from 9:30 had a nice little pop and right around 10:30. I know we were usually done around 10:30 commentary, but you could see stock ran from 180 all the way up to about 250. And you know, when I ended yesterday's commentary, I told you, I said, listen, we had some really good stocks from 9:30 to 10:30, and I mean this one obviously was a late bloomer. Here's another one that had a nice move, BLPH. This thing just literally 9 o'clock this morning. If you were here this morning, it was awesome, and I mean this thing just did not stop. Okay, and then right out of the gate, boom, he's got a halt, and you can see how it dropped right there. But this was similar to the SPRB that we're looking at right now. This is what actually happened yesterday with BLPH. Dada was also very good. Dada, the stock literally, you could see it just nonstop from 9:30, from 9:80 up to 10 o'clock was already at 10:80. 11 was already at 11:60 by 10:30, and then just had a nice, really nice push all the way going into the close of the market. So that was also a stock that we traded. This stock is just bonkers. I mean, the HKD, we talked about it. I told everybody, be careful of this stock right here. We had it on our watch list, okay, from yesterday. And you know what? This damn thing went from $28 to $70. And I told you yesterday, this is one of those historic stocks. I don't think over the 30 years I've ever seen a stock go from $13 to $2,500 in a short period of time, other than COVID, I think. With one of the ETFs, basically the triple short basically did that. But there were a lot of them. IQ was another nice mover, $6 to $7. MEGL, this stock, MEGL had a nice little pop. This one went from $1.50 to $3. ATNF, another nice mover. Oh, did I talk about that one? No, that one had a nice little move right from $4 to $7. And this one was okay. It wasn't great. but you could see how it came back down XPEV. One thing I'm really excited about, and I said in the trade room, we like to talk about the winners. How about the losers, right? Let me tell you something. I lost money on Tesla yesterday, and I am so thankful I got out of that position. Okay, so I did a swing trade on that stock, and we're watching it. Let me just bring it back here and show what was going on. So Tesla had a nice little move, and I thought it was going to come back after making a nice little spike right here, and then it started trending down. I got out at 116, and then I said, you know what? It looks like it's coming back. It ran from 107 to 111. I ended up buying it at here. I bought it at 112, and I got out right around 111. I'm just like, and it was designed to be a swing trade, okay? And I'm like, damn it, I thought it was going to go up, and because listen, I know there's a sweet spot, but sure enough, look where it is right now. It's almost at 101. So listen. Biggest thing that we teach you that we teach at Cybertrade University, the winners take care of themselves. It's the losers that you have to learn how to trade. You have to know when you admit that you're wrong. You got to know when you go out there and you made a mistake and says, you know what, I did this with design, but it's not going my way. What am I supposed to do? Hold on to it. I always tell everyone you could always buy it back cheaper. That's the old phrase when it comes to trading. Anyway. So that's what happened yesterday. So let's focus on what's moving on today because there are a couple of good stocks. I want to hop over here really quick again to SPRB. So for some of you, I see people just starting to log in late, in the morning. I don't know why you guys are logging in late. We start at 9 a.m. Trading room, cyber traders. Listen, just log in, get the data. But this is what you guys missed out already. So this stock literally at 8 o'clock this morning was about 220. And you could see it ran already to 320. There's a big buyer here for 45,000. It's not. I mean, you might not think it's a lot, but I don't think you're buying 45,000 shares anytime soon. But anyway, that's a pretty big order. Nice little stock, nice little trend, and it's going on our watch list. Okay, I know some of you already traded this morning, and listen. Don't worry about it. Market's not even opened up. I don't even know. So listen, we saw what happened yesterday with some of these stocks. We found a lot of stocks that moved in pre-market, and sure enough, look what ended up happening. They end up going higher into the open. A couple other stocks here. I got. Did I have this one? Yes, I had this one here. I was looking at the level 4. What's pretty cool about this stock right here? Let me show you. You got a 45,000 share buyer out here. You got some support levels right around 280, 285. And when I zoom out a little bit further, you can see you got these not as big, but you got some sellers right around 320. And, listen, I wish some of you that are on YouTube that are new here, why don't you slap on your indicator? Let me know if you see that. But I almost 1,000% doubt it. But you could see that there's a reason. That's the reason why it's got some big support levels here, because those buyers are really holding it right there. So it is gapped up about 64%. It is up $1.60. I'm not really a big fan of that. It doesn't have that nice little push, but we have it on our watch list. We're going to keep an eye on it. CTMX, MGAM. It's another stock I found, and I wasn't too completely sold on level 4. I was looking at the orders right now. I'm not really seeing that many buyers and sellers that are really giving me that big, more dominant support and resistance levels. So the stock has been doing pretty well. It's up about 48%. Sounds like a lot, and it really is. But I'm just not super sold on it. Now remember, today, what is today? Today's Friday. Okay, one of the greatest days because for some of us, it's a half day. We're getting ready to maybe go out to a nice dinner on Thursday. For some people here in New York, everybody's, it's like one of the busiest days for going out for restaurants and, seeing shows. So people are moving their feet really slow. And they're getting ready for the weekend. I know you had good jobs report that came out. We're up about 300 points right now. But I'm still not always buying into it. We've seen that story before, and then the market obviously came back down. But as I'm looking at the gainers list, I didn't really see anything that jumped out at me. And you know why? Because it's Friday. It's Friday. A lot of companies don't like to come out with news, and that's one thing I look at. Losers, listen, there were a couple of big losers. I don't know if it's on your short list, but you know what? This FATE is not looking good at all. They must have lost FDA approval. It was a pretty decent expensive stock at 35. You know, some of you might be able to get it, might not. We know that we don't get bounces, you know, on pharmaceutical stocks. Here's another one getting crushed. The bio stock, yeah, getting crushed. Look at that, 46%. Yeah, we're not getting any dead cat bounces here. WWE doing great. This was a fun stock. This stock had a nice little roller coaster, but this thing's been doing unbelievable. WWE making such a big comeback. What a great stock. Are we going to trade it? Probably not. You know what I mean? It's expensive. There's no reason for it, so probably stay away from it. What else we had over here? HKD, remember that party probably already, that ship has gone and sailed. You could see, look at that, since 4:30 this morning, even at 7 o'clock this morning it was at 50. We're already down to 30. I told you, very volatile stock, so be very, very careful. This one right here, it wasn't terrible yesterday, but it's starting getting pretty bad. This stock's been doing great, KOLD. This thing's been really been rocking lately. A little bit more of an ETF, but it's been doing pretty well. Maybe with the news that came out, maybe that stock probably will tend down. So I probably would be focused on Boyle, you know. So Boyle might be able to make. Boyle got crushed. I mean, this thing's been getting really, really hammered. Another stock that's doing really well is Merck. Okay, I talked about Merck. I told you about it. Just broke all-time highs yesterday. You know, I have it as a swing trade. I had some little kryptonite right around here. You can see the highs. That was all-time highs right there. 112.86. Guess what? It finally broke it. That's a great sign. That's a great sign. We know when stock break all-time highs, you know, where's the ceiling? There isn't any. So, like I said, doing pretty well on the swing trade on Merck. I'm just a little upset I didn't buy more. I'm just super excited I got out of Tesla. Oh my God, that would have been a hell of a disaster being stuck in that position right now. All right, anything I'm missing I did not call out, cyber traders? I made 2 days pay on, John made 2 days pay on that stock right there. You know what? I'm sorry, I did not see that, John. Let me share it with, that's awesome. Let me just share it with everybody. By the way, this is in our trading room for some of you. He's one of our lifetime students right here. They're doing pretty well. Just sharing that with you. Great. You made that money on MGAM. Let me put that stock up again. What was it? The GAM. Yeah, that stock, you know, like I said, a nice little pop on it, did pretty well. I'm glad, you know, listen, it was cheap, and I'm glad you made a lot of money on it. SPRB also did pretty well. Oh, was I spelled it wrong? Superb. Love the new year so far. I love that. Love it. You got it at 140, and you got it at 195. Perfect. The SPRB you got? Yeah, that one, like I said, that one's doing great. I mean, let me just bring up the level 4 on it and just show everybody. Looks like this guy, it looks like the person that was at 280 pulled his order. And I don't know if from the look of it, I don't know if he went out and he went to execute the sellers out there, but he had his limit order, so looking pretty good. All right, everybody, let's get ready for the market open up. We got about 15 minutes. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here. We're live every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30 in the afternoon. If you want to come and join the trading room, just like us, friend us. You can be happy to have you in there. Cyber traders, you guys did great yesterday. You know, I'm starting to really like this new year so far. I told you, forget about 2022. Let's focus on 2023. And it's really been an exciting 2023 so far between Kala, this stock right here, between Jasper. I mean, all these things did unbelievable. BLPH. I mean, these things did phenomenal for us so far this week. Oh, I can't forget ABVC. That was another one. That one did pretty well. So all these things are doing really, really well. So listen, if you made your money, enjoy the week, and we'll see you back here on Monday. That's what it's all about. Just hopefully you love the game of trading. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes. YouTube and Facebook, we'll see you back here at 2:30.